Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. I'm at the range now. I've got the Rock Island Armory TAC Ultra. It's a 1911 that shoots both 22 TCM and 9mm. And I've got the 9mm barrel in right now. I've taken a few shots already. It's so smooth. It reminds me of everything that I love about the 1911. You know, you've got the 5-inch barrel. You can't beat the accuracy there. Short trigger pull, single action only. And this is unloaded. I measured it at 4 pounds, the trigger pull, and yet other times around 4 1/4. So very short, very light trigger pull, extremely accurate, 5-inch barrel, fiber optic front sight. Does have the G10 grips on there, extended beaver tail safety. You've got skeletonized hammer and trigger, and it just feels so nice. So I've taken some shots. I have been extremely accurate with it, exactly what I expected, and it has been my experience with 1911s. But you know what? I can't get enough of it. So here we've got 10 rounds, 9mm. Let's see how I do. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but that grouping, okay, from 10 yards is like this, right around that 10-inch iron target. What a nice shooting gun. I really do enjoy it. I'm gonna load up some more 9mm, then we'll fire up some 22 TCM, and I mean literally fire up some 22 TCM. The fireballs out of there are pretty incredible. Let's see how we do. 9mm from 10 yards away. Those were all headshots. I was able to tag those no problem with this TCM Ultra. What a sweet gun this is. I mean, it just shoots so natural, normal. Love the short trigger pull, love the short travel of the trigger pull with the 1911 style. I mean, it is just so crisp and nice. I shot a couple double taps, hit middle of the target. The rest were headshots, and it was like nothing. I mean, just a nice all-around shooting gun. Very smooth and very accurate. All right, so here we are 17 yards away from that 10-inch iron target. Let's see how I do at 17 yards. That's pretty sharp. and you know what? I'm not taking credit for it. I'm giving all the credit to the gun. I think I missed 1 out of 10. I'll have to check that. But even the grouping for 17 yards is pretty tight. So this is a very nice shooting gun. And you know what? I really do love it. Let's load up that 22 TCM. I think you're going to like that as well. I just installed the 22 TCM barrel on the TAC Ultra. Very simple process. I think I showed some of that with my tabletop review. All right, and made by Armscore. And here's the round. 22 TCM goes over 2,000 feet per second. And now that I'm thinking about it, I have to take my silhouette target down. Okay, that's not as thick as the circular target, and it will slice right through that and ruin that target. And I paid a lot of money for that, so I don't want to ruin it with a 22 of all things. But a lot of people said, you know what, you have to check this out. The fireballs are amazing out of this. So I came here last night, okay, it was pitch black out, and I shot 22 TCM. Take a look at this. Wasn't that something? The fireballs spit out by 22 TCM really is incredible. It just kind of lit up the whole area while I was shooting. But here we are 10 yards away. I've got my circular target, goes 10 inches wide. I've got it pointed off that way a little bit, and that's because the one bullet that will ricochet more than any other is the 22. And with this going over 2,000 feet per second, I want to keep my teeth where they're at. So hopefully, if it does ricochet, it'll go off that way. But let's see how we do at 10 yards. Whoa. I think I indented my target quite a bit. All right, so here's my target. I didn't ruin the target, but it did indent in the target. And I've shot this thing with 9, 40, 45, and none have had this effect that the 22 TCM did. Now, my grouping is not as tight as the 9mm. This was the first time that I shot at a target. It was a big thundering boom with each one. I don't know if the camera could quite pick that up. Here we are, 17 yards again. Now, you'll never quite get the reaction from a heavy iron target with a 22 that you would with the heavier bullets. But let's see if we can tag this thing anyways. I'm pretty confident that it won't be a problem. So there it is, guys. Rock Island Armory TAC Ultra. I loved it on the tabletop. I love it even more on the range. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.